Hey guys, welcome back to Simply Fortnite. I'm your host Sam, and today we're going to be discussing the huge and unexpected Fortnite Star Wars event that happened the other day, along with some stuff yet to come with it, including the chance of seeing some awesome new fan favourite Star Wars cosmetics entering the game soon, obviously in addition to the ones we've already seen released. We're also going to be discussing all the major crossover events we can expect to arrive in the coming year, so if you're enjoying the Fortnite X Star Wars Rise of the Skywalker event, then be sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe for plenty of future Fortnite content. Let's get right into this. So obviously on Friday we saw the big main event happen itself, where we saw the Millennium Falcon fly into the map, bringing with it the director of the new Star Wars movie, J.J. Abrams, who was even animated in game and moving around talking to introduce the clip from the movie. Now given he has a fully fledged animated character model clearly working, it's very possible we could actually see him coming to the store as a buyable skin in the future, as part of this set. This wouldn't actually be the first time we've seen something similar to this happen, as back when Marshmello, the artist, did his big concert in Pleasant Park, we actually saw him come to the store as a skin afterwards. So while obviously JJ would be a bit more of a simple and basic skin since he's just a normal guy, it'd still be very cool to see, and I'm sure plenty of people would buy him just because of who he is. Obviously there's plenty of more Star Wars cosmetics on the way, and don't worry, we'll be getting more into that and what ones may be coming very soon. But another possibility for what we could actually see is the Millennium Falcon as a glider. Obviously we got a TIE Fighter glider, everyone got that who logged in, which is very cool to see, but we could actually still see the Millennium Falcon come as another glider, as a second ship. They've obviously already got the model, they just need to scale it down a bit since we did see it flying about and doing all its cool stuff in the event, so it is very possible this could actually come as a glider since all the assets are there and done. Now, as many of you know, at the end of the event, after the awesome scene played, everyone present for the event was actually given the voting choice to pick a different colour of lightsaber. I obviously chose red because Kylo's crossguard lightsaber is just awesome. Let me know which one you picked, or if you weren't there, which one you would have picked in the comments below. And since then, in-game right now, there are special chests in which you can find all 4 different coloured lightsabers. So every time you open them, you actually get the whole lot. So each member of your squad can get one, or you can just pick a colour of your choice. It's totally up to you. This means you get to choose whichever you want, obviously, which is absolutely awesome. The pick is yours, whichever colour you want. They all work the same, they're just cool different colours. These will likely be present in the game for at least another week, but right now they're incredibly OP, as you can not only deal massive damage quickly up close, but you can also block enemy bullets. So if you can get up close to them using that block, you can shred your opponent. So if you find one of these, I'd recommend hanging on to it. Since the movie is actually releasing later this week, it will obviously be in the game for that. So I'd expect to see these hanging around in the game till after Christmas, so this event will maybe go on for another 1 to 2 weeks, just to keep the Star Wars spirit and hype alive, going in to the final movie's release, and then obviously towards the end of the season of The Mandalorian. Speaking of The Mandalorian, if you've been keeping up with that, I know just what you're thinking. Don't worry, I can read your mind right now, and we will be coming back to that in a minute. Don't you worry. But just before the event, we also saw the addition of skins for Finn, Rey, and the Sith Trooper, with a Stormtrooper obviously having just dropped last month for the release of Jedi Fallen Order game on the Epic Games Store. The event saw plenty of cosmetics added, and there seems to be more on the horizon. Reliable Fortnite leakers have found images proving that Epic aren't actually done adding Star Wars skins, as there also seems to be a Kylo Ren skin on the way. And by the way, this skin is going to be incredibly accurate to his iconic movie appearance, all the way down to the cracks on his mask with a cape alongside it. Now the interesting part is obviously this is the second Star Wars crossover we've seen this year, as last month we had the Stormtrooper skin released to tie into the Jedi Fallen Order game's release. Epic seem to have a rather significant partnership with Disney going on right now, having covered events for a movie and a game. Now the only area they actually have left to cover is TV, and what could be better for that than the child? That's right, Baby Yoda himself, straight out of the Mandalorian Disney Plus series, which by the way is absolutely insane, and if you aren't already watching it, you definitely should be. If you are, then let me know in the comments how you're enjoying it and what you're thinking of it so far. The Baby Yoda memes, of course, the second that show dropped, fully swept the internet and fully took over, going absolutely viral. So of course, Epic will be taking full advantage of this, as we know this is something that will sell absolutely huge on the item shop. Back in Chapter 1, Epic actually added pets to the game. These were fun little animals, like dogs and more, that functioned like a back bling in that they'd sit on your back, except these would actually actively respond to what was going on in your game. While this isn't something they've used much in a long time, it'd be insane to see these come back for a bit, and with Baby Yoda alongside a Mandalorian skin, with their iconic looks for the show, I cannot think of a better fit. Obviously the show is wrapping up in 2 weeks just after Christmas, so it's very likely we could actually see Epic chucking these skins into the item shop just before the big Star Wars crossover wraps up, so we could actually see these coming to the shop within the next 2 weeks or so. These we know are going to be so popular. The second that went viral, Disney clearly started a big push behind it. We started seeing toy adverts popping up everywhere, them rushing a toy out of this thing, so it's no surprise that Epic will want to take advantage of this too. But that's not the only major skin that seems to be on his way into the game. Following a major recent tweet from Ninja, he has been teasing that he actually had the chance to meet Mark Hamill, better known as the legendary classic Jedi himself, Luke Skywalker. Going on to say that a Fortnite related announcement is on its way real soon. With all these skins already in the game and more seemingly proven to be on its way soon, what could be bigger than a Luke skin actually getting put in the game, be it its classic look or the new one from the recent movies? It would be awesome to see this coming back. Back when the Avengers Endgame event went down, they released the skins over time, with Black Widow and Star-Lord skin sets actually releasing separately across a longer period. So this seems to suggest, as we've said here, Epic are not done with releasing these new Star Wars skins, as if they were going to only have this set, then surely they would have spread it out over time. Not to mention the fact, if we actually look in game right now, all these skins are specifically labelled, including this Challenger set, under the new trilogy set. So why not see future sets come in that tie to the older trilogies? We could have an original trilogy set where we get Han, Chewbacca, Luke, Leia. We could have a prequel set, we could have Anakin, Obi-Wan. It would be awesome. The possibilities for Star Wars are endless. With this being such a big year for Star Wars with new games, movies and TV shows, this seems to be on track to be the biggest crossover event they've done yet. But Epic are far from done with crossovers, as we know, so be sure to stick around to find out what Fortnite crossover events will be coming to the game into the next year. An interesting detail of what actually went down with this big crossover event was all the big leakers in the Fortnite community were actually given a message from Epic asking them respectfully to not leak the event, with a mild threat of possible action actually being taken by Disney's lawyers, as the team were clearly aware that files related to the event would be accessible by them a few hours before it obviously needed to prepare and make preparations for it. And as we saw, the event actually wasn't leaked, which was awesome to see. The surprise was definitely made much better by this. The event not being spoiled, I think it makes it better for everyone. A big part of the reason they probably wanted to go out of their way to make sure this doesn't leak was due to the nature of the event containing significant unreleased copyright material. So if that were to get out early, that could actually hurt and cause big problems for Epic in terms of their relationship with the Disney team. Now, getting on to another interesting topic I'm sure you've all been waiting for, is discussing all the big crossover events that are on their way to Fortnite into 2020. Obviously, Marvel are putting a big push on Phase 4, showing the MCU has a hell of a future after Endgame, so what bigger way to push it than to chuck it into Fortnite with another crossover event? The Endgame one was huge, we had the Thanos LTM, we had skins, so why not do another one? With Black Widow having her own movie releasing next year, and her obviously already having a skin in the game, it seems obvious we'll at least see her skin return to the store to tie in with that, because that will just sell big. That's an obvious thing. Could even possibly be accompanied by some new styles for a new movie look, and maybe some of the supporting characters from the movie, like David Harbour's Red Guardian. Who really knows? There are so many options they could do with this. We could just get some new skins, we could just get some new styles, or maybe it will just come back to the store. Who knows, but I'm sure a Black Widow crossover event is going to be a big one up next for Epic. Another big movie coming in next year that seems like a perfect fit for this, I think, and a perfect fit for a massive live event, even bigger than this one, is Godzilla vs Kong. That's right, King Kong versus Godzilla. That is coming into a movie next year, and the battle of the giant monsters could just be insane. Can you imagine the live event? Think about the robot versus monster event of several seasons back, but 10 times more insane. While this is a battle that will obviously play out in the movie, why wouldn't you want to mirror that in terms of the insane spectacle and a big blockbuster crossover event on the scale? This seems like one of the most likely movies to me to actually earn its own event. As a massive Star Wars fan myself, this may go down as one of my favourite events yet. Seeing TIE fighters chase the Millennium Falcon in-game live, getting to use a lightsaber in a battle royale, and seeing those massive Star Destroyers rock up was all just insane. I really hope we see more future Fortnite crossover events do big things on this scale, and the idea of having actual live events tied to some of our favourite franchises is just out of this world, and I hope this opens up more doors for them in the future. And with that, guys, that is going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, be sure to smash a like down below to show your support. Leave a comment below with what crossover you want to see Fortnite do next, and be sure to subscribe for more awesome content. I'll see you all on the battle bus. Bye!